Peace, everybody. Kind of just like woke up here. What I found interesting that I woke up to was a couple of things. I did an oracle, which I'm trying to find. Whoops. Trying to find. It's in here. About the equator moving fast. I did that about a year ago, I think. And I'll find it because I'm going to post it because Mike from Around the World was just talking about how that they're surprised that the North Pole and the equator is moving a lot faster than they could have anticipated because they're trying to control the damn narrative and they can't. And they're not God, man. This is way bigger. They're not the universe. They're not a greater power. They're not. They're civil dang servants is what they are. And they forgot that they're civil freaking servants of who? The public. So I'm looking for this reading because my guides showed me this and I understood the best I could understand, and here we are. So I'm gonna find that reading and I'm gonna repost it, and it may take me a minute, but I've been talking about this. Everything I've been talking about, it's weird. Mike from Around the World, I don't need his validation, but like sometimes other people do. And that was just another level of validity that I'm not an agent. I talk to God. I talk to my angels and I talk to Yeshua. And I connect into my oversoul and then things I remember. And I have been talking about all of this over the years. Here's the difference. He has notes he reads from. He gets memos that he can read from. I am doing this authentically, not from a memo, just from my connection and meditating and seeking the truth and trusting my oracles, because they're not, like I get y'all who read your scripture and stuff like that and you hear God too. Well, I hear God through that way. Whether you understand it or not, I don't care. I'm not here to make sense to you, and I'm not. I make sense to those who I make sense to, and it's that simple for me. But I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find the reading and post it because it spoke of everything Mike from Around the World. Just I don't know, whatever. Brandon Nagley posted a video with a excerpt of Mike from Around the World talking about, well, basically my reading, and I was like, oh my god. And I've had a screaming headache, so I'm just trying to find this. I've been getting a lot of headaches lately due to the shift. And for those of you who watch many of my readings, I know at least one of my viewers, she'll know what I'm talking about. It was a while ago, it was about a year ago, easily, about the equator speeding up. And I use specific cards for specific things. Like I have certain decks I use for Earth, for the magnetosphere, for I don't know, Mother Gaia, how to understand what's going on here. And then I have all different kinds of decks for all different kinds of reasons. I have ancient Sumerian stuff. I have God cards that actually came out today was Apollo, and I thought that was interesting. Apollo came out, let me see if I can remember. It was Apollo and Ascended Master, and then a Trickster, and then Portals, and then Buddha came out, and I can't remember right now. I can't remember. Brother. So it came out Apollo, Brother, Ascended Master, Trickster, and the Trickster card, it was the Portals. Which, if you don't understand, like, portals are open, people. They're wide open. Things are coming in and out of this world. Earlier this morning, I saw a video with demons attacking a person in real time. I think in a different country, because they were speaking Espanol, and they were filming it, like, which is kind of weird, but not really at the same time, considering I film everything. Why no one was calling in the Messiah or God, or maybe they were, I don't know. They were speaking Spanish. But I don't know, it was a whole different vibration. I almost recorded it to share on the channel, but I just, this world's dark enough. I try not to share. I share a lot of heavy stuff on here, so I really just pick and choose. But I didn't have to do that because Brandon Nagley has it in his video, and you can watch it. Actually, you know what? I'll play it for you right now so you know what I'm talking about. It's creepy as all get up. Right here. These are demons. Right here. Hi, Jody. And this was on Instagram. This is from Brandon's channel, though. Like, I don't know what they're doing to this person. And they're a weird vibration, which fits. I think this is very authentic. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what this person is doing. I don't know if, like, she's turning... I don't know. It's interesting how you can't get a clear view. It's always like that, though. But yet a satellite can see a freaking pimple on her ass, so go figure that one out. But that's real. It's always, and look at, and it, like, it splits off, and there's multiple ones here. It's creepy. So that's why I played again the 3 Days of Darkness, because I absolutely believe. Look at this little ditty right here. I'll go back a second. Look at right here. Watch. Something moving there. Maybe it's nothing. I don't know. Either way, it's just the vibration of it. They're at a way different thing than we are. Okay, and then time. All right, we'll go to time. We're going to jump to time for a second. So time. They're going to force 18 to 20-some-year-old boys. Okay, boys. I know when you're 18, you're a man. Not really, but, technically, to be going to war now. So, like, something huge is going on that they're forcing now. Like, we're back in the 40s and 50s and 60s again, where if you're 18 and you're a boy, you have to go to war. America. To any and all Americans out there, you're lost and you forgot that these people are civil servants to the public. Not the other way around. Not the other way around. We are not their servants. They are our servants. And that has gotten so lost. And I'm not into politics, and it pisses me off talking about politics because it's so crooked and corrupt. These civil service people should not be driving around in the things they can drive around in and afford the homes that they can afford, because they're blue-collar people. They're blue-collar people, and they're here working for us. And they're not. Instead, we're the slave. No surprise. But, like, when I'm seeing this crap, it's like, you people are asleep. Not you guys watching, but, like, the American public. If you can sit there and look at that dude that you call the president speaking at a podium, and you think that's okay, like, you have somehow grasped that thing, because I know he's not human, he's a puppet. That thing is somehow protecting our country and protecting the American public. You are lost. You have lost your mind. You are lost. America has fallen, and it's fucking tragic. It's fucking tragic. Sorry for swearing, but it's just fucking tragic. The guy can't even string 2 words together, never mind 5. I have so many images of that dude shape-shifting, and the American public is so asleep. Like, you don't think the heavens aren't noticing this stuff? You don't think there isn't a higher intelligence making decisions? You don't think there's conversations about humanity happening in a different realm of existence? Because let me tell you, my people, that they are. And they are. And the fact that we have things like that, and we've been okay with that. We've been okay with Russia sitting in our waters. Oh, okay, sorry. Not quite in our waters, but they're in Cuba and they're on the edge of, which is right next to Florida. Why isn't there an American ship sitting there? Why isn't the United States Navy right there? Because Biden's asleep, Putin knows it, and America's drawers are dropped once again. Remember the last time that happened? 2001. It's really very discouraging to witness this. And again, I'm not even into politics, but like it doesn't, like, the dude, there's something wrong with him. First of all, he's elderly. He needs to be put in a nursing home or something. He should not be running a country. Never mind having the keys. Never mind having the keys to some kind of possible nuclear battle. Oh man, that scares me. That's the stuff that scares me. This stuff, God takes care of that. These things here, well, God takes care of that too, but like, because humanity is clearly lost, things are going to happen. Fortunately and unfortunately, things are going to happen. Because many of us souls here are screaming for attention, like, pay attention. Why are you voting for these people? You know, and these people act like they know these people, which is weird to me. Like, you don't know these people who are running our country. Like, you don't know that he's a good guy. You don't know a freaking thing about him. He's a painted figure. You never sat down and had dinner with him. He's probably not even a real father for, really. He's a puppet. And Russia should never be sitting this close to the United States. It's bad enough they're already off the coast of Alaska, never mind Florida. You don't think there are higher intelligent beings, guardians, elders making decisions about humanity right now? Because I believe that. With all of my soul, I believe that. Hence the storms, hence the changes. It got lost. Anybody in politics is a servant to the public. And it's not how that works. It hasn't been like that for a long time. And when I'm seeing the Army and the Navy and the military basically, and a bill being passed for any boy that is 18 and 26, you are to go to war, something big is going down, and they're not going over there to fight other people, and they're not. These young men, they have no idea what they're signing up for. They think it's one thing, and it's not. They're gonna see things that they didn't know existed. You don't ever come back right from a war, ever, 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 ever. Not one soldier ever comes back right. I mean, what was that guy's name? Kyle, Chris Kyle. Hero. You think he came back right after taking so many lives? Whatever side, clearly on the other side, but still that changes a person. That changes a soul. That changes a soul. And it's evil. There is no need for war. There should never be a need and a necessity ever for war, especially 18-year-old kids. But they're specific on the boy thing. That was one of them. Hold on, that was very specific. I felt like that was very specific. And I wasn't intending on going down this avenue, but man, that just got me hot under the collar because that's a bunch of hush shit. Men, not women and men. What's up with that? That's a red flag. I worry. I have grandkids. I have one grandkid. He can't wait to go to a war. They're already programming these kids with these video games for war. That scares the crap out of me because they don't understand. Even when you sign up, you still don't understand. You think they're going to tell you the truth? No. Anyway, sorry, I went off on I'm not sorry, but I went off on a tangent on that because it's a bunch of crap people were sleeping. They're sleeping. When stuff like this these bills get put through, people are sleeping because no one should ever be okay. I mean, I get there's people that are born, they want to go defend their country, but you know what? Your country ain't your country no more. It hasn't been for a long time. And I'm all about protecting our country too, but the bloodshed has to stop. We still haven't learned, and we still haven't learned, and we still haven't learned, unfortunately. And we haven't, because this stuff shouldn't be taking place. We just went back in time. That should have never passed. But this today includes, well, you know, it should. It should. If you're on our lands, it should. Yeah, I don't even, I'm with you with the whole, the military thing. That is, I don't sleep at night. And again, I'm not into all this military stuff, but when I found out that there were 3 warships off the coast of the United States from Russia, and there's no American military sitting there, yeah, something's up, and that's highly concerning. They can call it a drill all they want, and the fact that the American public wants to vote for now a felon, because that's how desperate we are, that we're willing the people are willing to elect a felon, even though there's a whole other backstory we all know, or maybe some of you don't know, but either way, he's a felon, long and short of it. So America is really like, you don't think other countries don't realize this shit? Oh my God. It sets us up for, I mean, China owns us, for real, I really, you know, and it's just highly disturbing, highly concerning, highly concerning. And I actually lose sleep over stuff like this because, you know, the slave trade, human slaves, you know, like you can never be like, oh, that'll never happen. I mean, you can, but that's arrogance and that's just being blind. That can happen in a blink of an eye. And I don't want it to happen, and I pray it never happens to any of us, but you can't trust that we're going to be okay because Russia's sitting off the coast of freaking Florida. Like, that's highly unsettling. And there's something definitely more, I don't care how it sounds, it's definitely more supernatural, interstellar. It's more than just people. And I don't know, it's just really concerning. It just really is. And this upsets me because I have grandsons, and that just that scares the crap out of me. And they're not even close to that age, but you know what? The fact that was so simply passed like that was just like, wow, people are asleep, they are lost, and this isn't about my way of doing anything. It's just like that this should never be okay. It shouldn't. They're taking our rights away. Every day they're taking our rights away. They work for us. Americans have forgotten that. As they drive around in their limos and they have Secret Service, and I don't have Secret Service. I don't drive around in a limo. You know, I don't know. It's just super disgusting to me. And I've just seen, I can't even look at Biden anymore because he's just demonic, and it's obvious. It's blatant. I mean, he just shapeshifts. He doesn't know whether he's coming or going. He needs to just, you know, be put in a wheelchair and wheeled off to, you know, whatever retirement home he should be in. And the fact that the American public think that somehow that's okay is very odd to me. And if we all stood together and we pulled a 2020 on them, that would certainly turn the tables. And I think ultimately I feel and I sense the elders, you know, that we in the ethers, they're kind of waiting for us to do that. This is a test for humanity. Is humanity going to step up? Is humanity going to step now? Are we still going to be? And I mean, there's people like me and you that we will try to do everything we can to make, but you know, we're only one person or we're only few. It's going to take more than that. It's going to take masses of Americans coming together to pull even the world to pull a 2020 and have shut them down. Do you know what I mean? Like, just like stop using the grocery store, stop using the gas station, stop using the bank, and like just stop doing the matrix, if you will. The only way to end the rat race. And this is a test. Humanity is at another test. It's a serious test, too. So, you have it's like 6 boys? You have 6 boys? Is that what you're saying? Or like, oh, it's just like, wow. One would think it's so noble, and it should be. It really should be. But it's a lot of deceit. A lot of deceit. With the humans are fighting politics that end up having dinner and drink, toast wine glasses to each other as young men are out there losing their lives over what? Over what? Because somebody couldn't agree on something? Or you stepped over this line too far? Or like, it's just has to change. It has to change. And it's gonna take this level of creepiness. Hold on. And it is. It's gonna take this level of creepiness for it to change. Because this is what they're really dealing with, stuff like this. Things they never seen before. And I don't know what this thing is doing, but it's clearly affecting this person. And this person, I guess, just felt like, and there, here we go. And this is Mike Around the World talking about the equator speeding up. So I got to find that reading that I did about that, because that did come out in the Oracle a while ago. This is flesh. And he's talking about how they're surprised, which I don't know why they're surprised about anything, because they're in La La Land thinking they can control any of this at all. It's delusional. They're surprised at how fast everything's moving, and they weren't expecting that, and this and that, but that is skin, fascia, blood, tissue. I'll play a little bit of this.
Sunday afternoon. Who took notice? One of the articles on the homepage. Hopefully you did. It's a huge and serious topic. Well, I'll tell you what, I have to admit, things have altered far faster than what I thought. They really have. So, guys, we have mountains of data to cover near the end of this week. Mountains of actual data. In fact, it's something I've never done here at COT before. I'll be doing near the close of the week. That means you guys are going to be bombarded. This time we have to go over facts. You guys have to see the whole picture. Now, the article states, just in case it's not clear, that our North Pole has been moving far faster than anybody ever thought, than anybody suspected, predicted, forecasted. It's already exceeded model tolerances. And due to that, so is the equator. The equator is moving. And to be blunt with you, that means the equator is going to move north 1,290 miles, to be exact.
In Kentucky.
That's the estimation right now. That can happen in as little time, right? It's about, we're putting that in a gap right now about 1.5 years. That means between that time, the equator is going to be in Kentucky. That's what that means. Kentucky. Now, I hope you guys realize if the equator is in Kentucky, what happens to everything south of the equator and everything north of the equator? This is something that I don't believe anybody counted on. They don't believe that. And if we get geo-locked to a larger object out there, we're really going to stay that way for a long time.
Okay,
right?
so there's also concern with that anomaly that came out of Antarctica. It was something, I came across something like, take it or leave it. I don't know. I guess we'll find out that it's something that escaped or got out or wasn't supposed to, whether that's true or not. I'm 50-50 with it because I believe any and all things are possible. And just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. It doesn't mean it's not happening. The levels of secrets and lies that have just been staggering kept from us. But something to do with that anomaly, if it reaches us, it would be devastating. It didn't really get into, of course, it never gets into all these details that I feel that we should be privy. We should totally be privy to know this. We're the best kept secret from ourselves. Still. So it's like people like me and you trying to put these pieces together and sharing it with others so that we all can just prepare the best that we can for something that we still don't understand that's going on behind the scenes as the world of stage here is unraveling. Peru has come up a lot past few years ago, and time is fluid with my oracles, and that's how I communicate with God. Whether someone understands it or not, it is what it is. And I was picking up on Peru continuously for a while, and they got an earthquake over there, and then the USGS shut down the tsunami system. I think that's who does that. And I'm listening to this going, okay, so we don't really know. Remember water displacement. That's how, some of these battles are done without radar. They pay attention to the buoys and the water displacement. And there's no, again, Into Thin Air did a refresher of the level of the waves, the level of the drop in water from when it was first seen. So there's still a lot of warning, of what this is and how it could affect the United States specifically. And I was just okay, pinning that. But I am gonna find that oracle I did a while back about that because I know there's information in it, and it goes along with what Mike from Around the World is talking about. That he gets handed papers about that stuff. I tune into God to get that information, and I do believe there's absolutely 1,000% possible of having 3 days of darkness. Absolutely. I think to not prepare for something like that is not wise. I say you should be prepared for any and all things that you possibly can, that you financially can, that you physically can, because this is all shifting fast. Even since I started publicizing my messages and pictures, I've seen how fast this has materialized, this has shifted, this has revealed itself, and it's been fast. Especially the past year, especially actually since the eclipse as well. So it looks like a pyramid, because I just filmed a pyramid earlier live. Hi, Michelle. Prayers for the... Yes, prayers. Always, always. Yeah, we all do the best we can. It's okay. It's all good. Thank you for being here. But I just wanted to cover some of this, and I do want to find that reading and post it for whoever's interested in it, about the equator speeding up. And I want to listen to Mike from Around the World and see what came up in my reading at the same time. And I have different reads, oracles, messages from Archangel Michael and Metatron that came through about this stuff a while back. like a real while back, and now it's all coming to fruition. And I can't tell you how bullied I got on some of that stuff and how picked on I got, which is weird. I'm a woman, I'm a grown woman, and other people are supposed to be adults. Um, and it is what it is. Just because you don't understand something right now doesn't mean it's not going to unfold in the future. And my guides have been very informative. I think as on point as a guides can be, considering what's going on. And I'm so grateful for that because it has helped guide me through this stuff. So I agree with you too about that. Something would have to happen before this election. So there's like just so many red flags. So many red flags. So I just wanted to come on and share. Jody, if you come across that too, because I know you watch all my readings, or most of them, then I thank you for that. If you find that, like, let me know as well. Like, I'll be looking for it. But if you feel up to it, if you don't, that's fine too. But if you come across it, I don't think it was a long reading, and it was the deck I use, with the equator and the sun, and I have those certain decks I use. I don't know which one, or else I'd be able to find it. It was on, it had to be a year ago, and it was on the increased speed on the equator. It was, I don't know. I'll find it. But, yes, that deck. But it wasn't recent. It might have come out, it comes out recently too, but I did read, it was specific to what Mike Around the World is talking about right now, which I found like jaw-dropping. It was like a year ago. Something like that. About a year ago. And I don't know. I gotta find it because there was a lot in it. Saw the pyramid. It does look like the Space Force symbol. Yep. Someone else was talking about Battlestar Galactica. I used to watch that TV show. So yeah, there was a lot in the sky today. A lot of craft, very clear craft. You could see the windows and everything. There was a big pyramid as well. It actually looked like a big axe. And I don't know, I got some footage of it. I got some really great footage today as well. So anyway, just clicking on, and you're from South. Well, welcome. I don't know what that means, where that is. Not United States or United States? Like Indiana? I thought so, okay. It was beautiful today. It was absolutely fantastic to be by the water today. I went and visited where we spread my mom's ashes, because I always wish her a happy Father's Day every year since I was 15 years old. So, and it wasn't planned that way. It just unfolded that way, which was even more beautiful. To be in the area where we released her ashes and to be there on Father's Day. Like, it was not planned whatsoever, which makes it even more beautiful. So, yeah, every Father's Day since I was 15, I always wish my mother a happy Father's Day, because she was both my mom and dad. Single moms, we don't have it easy. We have to be both mom and dad. And I'm sure there's single dads out there too. But today I'm speaking for the women. It's never an easy road until you've walked it. It can be very easy to judge and cast judgment upon and make opinions, and especially if you've never done it, and or until you've gone through it, and then one gains a different perspective and respect. So, Yes. Yes. Oh, it's going to be really hot. I was talking about that. I said we're going to have a really hot summer, dry, fires. Like microwaving us. Yeah, I know. I got you, Jody. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace, love, and light, everybody. Remember, you are the divine spark. Remember that. You are the divine spark. There is no separation. It's just this world that really wants you to feel like you are separated. You are the divine spark. Keep shining bright. Peace, love, and light.